Hello and welcome. My name is Alan, and we are back with more Know Your Members of Congress for the 119th Congress. Today, we are looking at Representative Maxine Dexter, who is the representative for the 3rd District of Oregon, which is a small district that is up at the top of the state and covers a good portion of Portland, Oregon. She is a Democrat, and before she took office, she was preceded in office by Earl Blumenauer. Now, let's go ahead and look at who Maxine Dexter is as an individual. She was born in Seattle, Washington, December the 5th, 1972. Graduated from Inglemoor High School in Kenmore, Washington in 1991. Earned a Bachelor of Arts from the University of Washington in Seattle, Washington. Earned an MD from the University of Washington in Seattle, Washington in 2001. Has been a physician, member of the Oregon House of Representatives 2020 to 2024, before being elected as a Democrat to the 119th Congress. So she is in her first term. Now, let's go ahead and look at the committees she is on. She is on the Committee on Natural Resources, of which she is on the subcommittee on federal lands and the subcommittee on oversight and investigations. She's on the committee on Veterans Affairs, of which she's on the subcommittee on disability assistance and memorial affairs and the subcommittee on health. Now, let's go ahead and look at her top 5 individual donors and contributors over this last election cycle. At the top, number 1, we have Northwest Permanente. And from what I can tell, they seem to be a branch of Kaiser Permanente that serves Oregon and some parts of Washington. And Kaiser Permanente itself is an American integrated managed care consortium headquartered in Oakland, California, that was founded in 1945 by Henry J. Kaiser and physician Sidney R. Garfield, and was initially established to provide medical services at Kaiser's shipyards, steel mills, and other facilities before being opened up to the general public. Kaiser Permanente operates as a consortium comprising 3 distinct but independent entities: the Kaiser Foundation Health Plan and its regional subsidiaries, Kaiser Foundation Hospitals and the regional Permanente medical groups. And as of 2024, Kaiser Permanente served 8 states: California, Colorado, Georgia, Hawaii, Maryland, Oregon, Virginia, and Washington, as well as the District of Columbia, and is the largest managed care organization in the world, or in the U.S., sorry, not in the world. Each Kaiser Permanente medical group functions as a separate for-profit partnership or professional corporation within its specific territory. While these groups do not publicly disclose financial reports, they are primarily funded by reimbursements from the Kaiser Foundation Health Plan, one of the largest not-for-profit organizations in the U.S., and employs over 300,000 individuals, including more than 98,000 physicians and nurses. The mixed profit Kaiser Foundation hospitals operate 40 hospitals and more than 614 medical offices, similarly funded by reimbursements from the Kaiser Foundation Health Plan. Their quality of care is often highly rated and attributed to the focus on preventative care, salaried physicians as opposed to fee-for-service compensation, and efforts to reduce hospital stays by optimizing patient care planning. It has had disputes with employees' unions, faced charges for falsification of records and patient dumping, been under regulatory scrutiny for the quality of its mental health services, and seen criticism over the size of its financial reserves. Altogether, Northwest Permanente has donated $20,228, and once again, that's Northwest Permanente. Next, at number 2, we have Serv&Co Management, and they are, from what I could find, I'm guessing this is the one, I'm not sure, a company providing a variety of management services with a portfolio that includes managing projects, overseeing finances, and optimizing business operations. Serv&Co Management caters to clients seeking professional and efficient management solutions, and it says it's headquartered in Greenwich, Connecticut. I just question him because she represents Oregon, so why reaching across the nation for help? Or accepting help from somebody that reaches across the nation to you? Altogether, they have donated $16,500, and once again, that's Serv&Co Management. Next, at number 3, we have Oregon Health and Science University, and they are a public research university focusing primarily on health sciences with a main campus, including 2 hospitals in Portland, Oregon, and was founded in 1887 as the University of Oregon Medical Department and later became the University of Oregon Medical School. In 1974, the campus became independent, self-governed institution called the University of Oregon Health Sciences Center, combining state dentistry, medicine, nursing, and public health programs into a single center. It was renamed the Oregon Health Sciences University in 1981 and took its current name in 2001 as a part of a merger with the Oregon Graduate Institute in Hillsboro. The university has several partnership programs, including a joint doctorate pharmacology pharmacy program with Oregon State University in Corvallis. It is designated as a special focus research institution according to the Carnegie classification. Altogether, it has donated $16,125, and once again, that's Oregon Health and Science University. Next, at number 4, we have the state of Oregon, which is a state in the Pacific Northwest region of the United States and is part of the western U.S., with the Columbia River delineating much of Oregon's northern boundary with the state of Washington, while the Snake River delineates much of its eastern boundary with the state of Idaho. And the 42nd degree north parallel delineates the southern boundary with California and Nevada. The western boundary is formed by the Pacific Ocean. Altogether, it has donated $13,600, and once again, that's the state of Oregon. finally, in fifth, we have Affordable Housing Management Group. This one, I could not find much of anything at all. But if it is the right one, it's headquartered in Greensboro, North Carolina, and is a nonprofit organization established in 1970 to address the housing needs of individuals in the community who may struggle to access quality housing, and is dedicated to developing and managing quality, affordable rental housing that enhances the quality of life and supports economic stability. It operates multiple communities, providing essential housing options for its citizens, and through its initiatives, the organization aims to contribute significantly to local business growth and overall community welfare. Yeah, I'm probably wrong on this one, because they seem to be talking more about Greensboro, North Carolina than Oregon, or any other place in the U.S. for that matter. But otherwise, I couldn't find one that said Affordable Housing Management Group. So it's one of these, I can't tell you much. Altogether, they have donated $13,200, and once again, that's the Affordable Housing Management Group. Now, let's go ahead and look at the top 5 industry donors over the last election cycle. At the top, number 1, we have Democratic Liberal organizations who have donated $297,833. Next at number 2 is health professionals who altogether have donated $181,210. Next at number 3 is retired who altogether have donated $150,198. Next at number 4 is real estate who altogether have donated $144,525. And in fifth is securities and investment who altogether have donated $126,085. Now, let's go ahead and look at the donors at a glance. Individually, Northwest Permanente. Okay, good. I mean, for the most part, they just seem like a decent hospital, although they have had some controversies. But, for the most part, they seem decent. Servant & Co. Management. I don't know a whole lot about them, and just reading what it said, I don't think they're going to be that great. Oregon Health and Science University, great, absolutely wonderful. You know how I am with a furthering education. So yeah, State of Oregon, great, absolutely wonderful. You can't get much wrong with getting funding from the state itself. Affordable Housing Management Group. The name, the idea, it seems to signify, sounds wonderful. But, again, we don't know if it's the right one. So we really know nothing about who the actual people are. Like I said, if I had more resources, I would work on trying to find a lot of these donors more in depth, but the industry donors, Democratic Liberal organizations, boo, suck. Health professionals, good, great. Retired, great, absolutely wonderful. Real estate, ooh. Securities and investment, boo, suck. So yeah, I want to make one more addendum to this video, because I just so happened to look her up where she's a brand new representative. And I found an article in The Intercept by Ryan Grimm, who was a fantastic reporter. And it says AIPAC and Republican donors were raising big money for Maxine Dexter against Sushila Jayapal in Oregon. So while AIPAC may not have directly contributed to Maxine Dexter, we don't know if they did or not. If they did, it's a much smaller amount. But they clearly benefited her by using their large sources of money to target her opponent. So yeah. Anyway, altogether, I would say, as far as donors go, we'll say mixed bag on the positive side, just because there's so many unknowns. But there are some clear negatives. Yeah. Anyway, this has been a look at Representative Maxine Dexter, who is the representative for the 3rd District of Oregon. As always, educate thyself, think, read, study, learn. Someone tells you something you have trouble believing, ask them to cite their sources. I'll be putting my links and sources in the description box below the video. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Until then, later.